Hello everybody, my name is Khaled Siddiqui, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to change the battery in a Garmin Nuvi 2360. First I'm going to show you how to tell if your battery is bad and then how to change it eventually. So here's how we can tell if the battery is bad. First thing you want to do is put the cradle, because that's how you're going to power the GPS. You can't just power it from the USB port. These models, the USB port is for the syncing with the PC. It's not for powering it. So plug it in to an external power and let it boot up all the way. Once the unit is fully booted up, then you will press and hold the battery icon to see what the charge status of the current battery is. Click on agree, and now let me zoom in so I could show you what you need to do next. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm gonna be pressing and holding down the battery icon right there in the upper right. Press and hold down, don't let it go, just keep it pressed. Now that you got the diagnostic screen, right here, notice the current at which the battery is being charged. If the battery current is very high, it's good. But if the current is low, the battery is bad. So currently we have the battery voltage, which is 2.67 volts. And then we have the battery current 51 milliamperes. This is very bad. This battery is defective. This should be 450 milliampere charging. So this battery is like, as soon as I unplug it, watch, it's gonna turn off. That's how bad this battery is. Just watch. I'm gonna unplug it. Turned off. That's how bad that battery was. Okay, so this is how we're going to replace it. Remove the cradle. You have 4 screws and you have to open these screws. These screws are star-shaped screws, and let me zoom out a little bit. Let me show you the screwdriver. They're T5 star-shaped. Four of them. You have to remove all 4. Put the screws in something so you don't lose them. The screws are very small and very easily losable. You can lose them very easily. So there are the 4 screws. Now the back and the front will separate. You just have to use your nails. That's why I have long nails, because you have to kind of insert your nails to separate them. You could use a guitar pick or something, but I find it much easier to use your nails. Make sure not to apply too much pressure, because if it comes out suddenly, it will break the ribbon cable that connects the screen to the board. See, I have already separated it, but I'm not gonna be applying too much pressure because I don't want to break it. So there it is. This is the cable I was talking about. Now what you need to do is you need to open this plug in order to unplug it. This is a little tricky, so I'm going to show you. Let the camera focus. I'm going to wait for the camera to focus. So now what we need to do, do you see this plastic, gray plastic? This gray plastic needs to be flipped this way. See that? I flipped it this way. Let me remove the cable and show you again. This is the close position and this is the open. So basically that's how you flip it open. This is your microphone. The microphone unplugs from there, and normally the microphone should be on this side. That's the microphone. It should be on this side. This is the battery that needs to be replaced. So let's get a new battery and replace this battery. The plug just comes out like that. You just push it up like that. This is glued, so you have to remove this and then glue the new one. The new one will not have a glue pad, so you have to either use double-sided tape or use the stickiness from this one. You can peel it off. I'll show you. So this is the stickiness that I said you can peel off. It's a double-sided tape that you can peel off from the old battery. Put it back in here. And the new battery will simply get stuck to that one. I could have done a better job as far as stretching it flat, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the battery instead of this. Okay, so I peeled off the sticky and put it on the battery directly. See how strong it is? It holds the battery very, very strong. So now I'm going to push it back in place. See, and now we will push the cable back in. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put another tape over this, just to be on the safe side. This is another safety tape in case the glue loses its stickiness. We have protection from both ends, so this will not be moving, wiggling inside. Alright, now let's plug this back in. The first thing we need to do is plug in the microphone. You just snap it like that. And the second is the video cable. You push it all the way in, make sure it's all the way in, and then you flip it closed like this, like that. Make sure this distance is very minimal, like 1 millimeter, and it's all the way in, and it's parallel, not like one end is sticking out, one end is all the way in, not like that. It's all parallel. These two are parallel. Now I should turn it on. It should fire up without a problem, and voila, no external power, and it works like a charm. So that's how you replace the battery in a Garmin Nuvi 2360. Oh yeah, and this is how you put it back together. I almost forgot. So everything works. The battery is 100% charged. I turn it off and snap it back in. Snap it back in and put the 4 screws back in using the same star-shaped screwdriver. The screws are not magnetic, so I magnetized my screwdriver and the screws are still not being picked up. This is magnetized. See, this is hard to tell with the other one. I almost put 2 screws in the same hole. Alright, so all the the screws are in, and all around it looks like it's snapped in very well. It's ready to go. So yeah, that's just that simple. I hope this was educational. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe.